Hello amazing artists, this is Mr. D, and for this video we are going to create a panda puppet. So all you will need for today's video is a piece of paper, a black marker, a popsicle stick. I already have one that's colored green, but if you do not, then you can always just color this green later. Some scissors and some glue. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to draw out our panda on our piece of paper. So this is how we are going to draw our panda. First we're going to measure it up with our popsicle stick because we're only going to place him he needs to be about this big. So we'll go ahead and measure out just about how big he needs to be. There to there. So about that big, because he's not going to cover our entire popsicle stick. He's also going to be clinging onto our popsicle stick, so it's not like he's going to be glued down right here in the front. His arms are going to be glued down. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a circular shape, but we're not going to close the bottom. And then we're going to make his arm, because his arm is going to be clinging to it, the popsicle stick. And then we're going to create his other arm, which is going to be clinging to the popsicle stick. And we're just going to bring back that line and make a big curved line to about right there. And that is going to be the shape of our panda. And now we just have to fill in how the panda is going to look. So let's go ahead and give him his ear. Right here we're going to place an ear and just color that in with our Sharpie. Then we're going to give him a nose, so right here we're going to give him like a little triangular nose and a little smiley face, so we're going to make a curved line there and a curved line there. Now let's go ahead and give him another ear on this side, so it's going to be behind that part of the panda. Now for his eyes, we're going to do this and this. And then we're just going to make a little reflection like that, and we're going to color everything except that little reflection. Same thing right here. We make a little reflection and color in everything except that reflection. And now we're going to color in his arms like this. Right here where his head ends, I'm going to bring a line just like that. And I'm going to scoot down just a little bit and bring another line like this. I'm also down here going to bring a curved line around like this. And we're going to color in those two sections. Remember, I'm going one direction the entire time I'm coloring, just like this. So I'm going to go diagonally the entire time I'm coloring. And then right here I'm going to go diagonally the entire time I am coloring. Just like that. Okay, now after we draw that, we're just going to go back and give him a tail. So right here I'm going to make a little shape like this and color it in. And now our panda is finished. I'm going to color in just a little bit of his stomach area right here. So we can go ahead and cut out our panda. I'm going to go back up here and give him just a little bit more of an eye right there. And right here give him a little bit more of an eye right there. So I'm going to grab some scissors and I'm going to go ahead and cut out the panda. And this is one of the times where it's okay to leave the outline of the Sharpie if you want to. Okay, so now that our panda is cut out, all we have left to do is first we're going to decorate our popsicle stick to make it look like bamboo, and then we will glue them down to our popsicle stick. So I have a black and a yellow marker that I'm going to use. If your popsicle stick is not already green, you'll have to first color it green with a marker. I'm using Sharpies, but you need to use marker or get an adult's permission to use a Sharpie. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my popsicle stick sideways, and right here in the middle I'm going to put 2 horizontal curved lines just like that. Up here near the top I'm going to do the same thing, and at the bottom I'm going to put my last 2. Then I'm just going to create some small lines that go up in between those sections, and down at the bottom. And finally I'm going to use my yellow, which probably won't show up a whole lot, to add some more lines. I've got another shade of yellow that I'm also going to use. And let me try to get in between those lines too. Okay. So now all I have left to do is glue my panda onto my popsicle stick just like that. So his face is going to be resting and his arms will be resting on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my panda around to the back, and I'm going to put some glue on his arm, his leg, and then the outer part of his face right there. I'm going to turn him back around to where he's facing the front, and then I'm going to position him exactly how I want him on my popsicle stick, probably about right there. And I'm just going to press down on his arm, his leg, and his face, or the part that I put the glue on in those areas. And then you have your very own Panda Puppet. You've got a panda that is attached to your popsicle stick, which is a piece of bamboo. So I hope everybody has an awesome rest of your day, and goodbye.